Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk to you about my thought of the week, something that's been on my mind for a while, and I felt today would be a good time to have a chat about it, to discuss it, and to ask you a couple of questions to start with. So do you wonder why things don't change in your life? Do you wonder why things don't get better? Do you wonder why you try so hard, but things just keep staying the same? They keep bringing you down. Nothing much to look forward to. And something I've noticed with my clients, with myself, with family, friends throughout life, is the same pattern happens a lot and with a lot of people. Something that I thankfully took note of and changed, which helped change things in my life. And when I tell my clients and people that I know, and I get them to understand this, and they implement it, has really helped them as well. So I wanted to share this information with you today, just to give you a different perspective and to help you see life through different eyes, so to speak. So what happens is we are reborn, we are spiritual beings reborn into this physical body to learn vital earthly lessons. Now, a lot of the time we don't progress or we don't go to the next step in our lives because we haven't passed those earthly tests, those vital karmic earthly tests. Have you noticed that every time you want to change, and I mean really change for the better, what happens? Within the same day, next day, or maximum the day after, something will happen. It's like a bomb gets thrown in front of you. I call it a bomb. It's the universal test. Something happens to upset you. Can everybody relate to that? Because I know I can, and a lot of people that I talk to. And they wonder why that keeps happening every time they want to change. It keeps happening because it's the universe's way of throwing you the test of faith, to see if you're going to pass. Now, a lot of people don't pass this test because number one, they don't realize it's the universal test. And number two, because they give up too quickly. And number three is because they don't change the way they normally deal with it. So the secret is, when that bomb does come your way, first you need to change the thought process in which you normally think about it. Change the story in your mind from a negative story to a positive story and understand why it's happening. Next thing is to change the process in which you normally deal with it. Change the pattern in which you normally deal with it. Okay? So you change the thought process and change the pattern so the outcome is a positive one. And just realize it's a test. It's like being a surfer. How does a surfer overcome those big waves, especially the tidal waves? They maneuver and they find a way to get on top, and they go with the flow of it. So they come out on top. Another one comes, okay? They go over that one, they find a way. What happens eventually? They've mastered their skill. It's the same thing with life. You need to master your lessons just to get to the next stage, okay? So the secret is, when the bomb comes, remember, change the pattern in which you normally deal with it and the thought process so the outcome is a positive one. Now, it doesn't end there, okay? So you could do this, and then what will happen is the same day it could happen again, or the next day, maximum again the day after, but it will happen again. You'll get tested, but not as severe. All you need to remember, it's a test. Remember it on the spot. You are being tested by the universe, by the spirits, by the guides, by whatever it is you want to call it. It's a test because that's what we're here for. All you need to do, again, is pass it just by thinking positive and changing the way you normally deal with it. So if usually, you have an argument with somebody, don't argue, don't yell. Think, just take your time, think about the situation, and talk it over nicely. All I mean is just change the way you normally deal with it so the outcome is positive. Now, this will happen a few more times, but each time not as severe, until eventually the good news is it will just go away. Now, you don't need to worry about how it's going to go away. You just need to have enough faith in the universe, faith in yourself, and that trust that it will just blow over. So just think of it like a video game. You need to pass one level in order to get to the next level, pass that level to get to the next level. The only difference is, in the video game, each level gets harder and harder and harder, but in real life, it gets easier and easier and easier, and you feel more enlightened as you get to the next phase of your life. And each phase is a step up. It is a better phase. So just something to keep in mind and to understand why things happen the way they do and how you can change it. And the best part of all is now you can see things differently through different eyes and get excited that you know the secret to getting to the next phase of your life, and be excited for the next chapter because you know how to get there. Thanks for listening, and as always, stay blessed.